In our scene from Act 1, Scene 1 of A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare, I, Theseus, the Duke of Athens, will be summoning fair Hermia to eternal virginity, death, or marrying the handsome Demetrius, picked by her father Aegeus.
Demetrius, am most fit for your hand in marriage due to your father's decision.
But I, Lysander, am fittest for your hand in marriage due to our love.
This is the most painstaking decision I've ever had to make in my life. Who will I choose? Demetrius, the one my father is forcing me to marry, or Lysander, the one that I actually love?
Oh, happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius, my noble lord. This man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander, my gracious Duke. This man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes, and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her widow sung, with feigning voices, verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy, with bracelets of my long hair, rings, gauds, conceits, knacks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers, of strong prevailment and unhardened youth, with cunning hast thou fledged my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness, and my gracious Duke. So she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg that ancient privileges of Athens, and she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What you say, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you, your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauties, and one, to whom you are but as a form in wax, by him imprinted and within his power to leave the figure or disfigure it.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty, in such a presence here to plead my thoughts, but I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure, forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know your youth, examine well your blood, whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you endure the livery of a nun. For to be shady cloister mewed, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold fruitless moon. Thrice blessed they that master so their blood, to undergo such maiden pilgrimage.
Let sweet Hermia and Lysander yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
Demetrius, you have her father's love. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right to her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am my lord, as well derived as he. I am well possessed, my love is more than his. My fortune's every word as fairly ranked. I'm not with vantage as Demetrius is, and which is more than all these boasts can be. I am beloved as beauteous Hermia. Why should I not then prosecute my right? Demetrius I avouched to his head, made me love to Nidar's daughter, Helena, and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in adultery upon his spotted and inconsistent man.
I must confess that I have heard so much. And with Demetrius, though to have spoke thereof, but being overfull in self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you am yourself, to fit your fancies and your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may accentuate, to death or to vow of a single life. Come, my Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial and confer with you of something nearly that concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
Cheeks so pale, how chance the roses their dew fade so fast.
Belike for want of rain, for which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
I, me, for thought that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood,
O cross, too high to be enthralled, too low.
or else misgraft in respect of years,
O spite, too old to be engaged, too young.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends,
O hell, to choose by love in others' eyes.
or, if there was a symphony in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the colleague night, that in the spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere a man hath power to say, Behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick, bright things come to confusion.
If then their true lovers have ever been crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our child patience, because it is as customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy followers.
Good persuasion, therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager, of great revenue, and she hath no child from Athens in her house removed 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee? And to the place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena, to do observance to a morn of May, there I will stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by which knitteth souls and prosperous loves, and by that fire which burned the Carthage queen, and the false Troyan under sail was seen, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly I will meet with thee.
Keep promise, love.